In today's class, we'll be discussing about the various advanced features that are available in MS Word. Why we are using Microsoft Word? It is a word processor that is developed by Microsoft. Imagine you have a document with 1000 pages. It's a hard copy. Each page is available in thousands. Okay, and if you want to store it in a place, it consumes a lot of space, and it might become dusty, or if even if a drop of water falls on it, it might get corrupted, or it can be depleted due to various reasons. In the same document, if you have 1000 page as a Microsoft Word document, it can be stored very easily in a computer, or you can store it in cloud or any storage device that you want. And even if you want to find a specific data from that, if it is a hard copy, you have to go through the 1000 pages, and it's going to consume a lot of time in order to find it, and it's going to be hectic. At the same time, if it is a document in Microsoft Word, it is hardly going to take a few seconds or minutes to find out the data, and it is going to be very very simple. Now we are going to discuss the advanced features that are available in Microsoft Word. The concepts that we are going to discuss here are: the first concept is ascending or descending, second concept is smart art, third concept is chart, fourth concept is text box, fifth concept is page color, sixth concept is column. We are going to discuss in detail and in a step by step manner how to use these advanced features. Okay, ascending or descending. What is ascending and what is descending is what we are going to see first. Ascending means arranging the data in increasing order. Imagine a supermarket where all the items that is available there will be stored in a computer. Mostly it will be stored in the form of ascending order, that is from A to Z, so that it will be easier for finding it out. In descending order, descending order means arranging the data in decreasing order, that is from largest to smallest. This can be used in a class where the data of the student is stored, and in order to find the ranking, a student who scored the maximum number of marks will get the first rank. So obviously that will come on the first. So we have to store the data in decreasing order in order to form a ranking system. So in these various ways, we need ascending order, descending order to be formed. If you are using in a normal way, you have to just find out where it is in a manual format, or you have to do it. Here you have to just click an icon where it will get arranged automatically. Now we are going to see how to do it. Just click on the home option in a menu bar, then select the paragraph or text or whichever document you want to change. You can choose that. Then select the sort icon, then you have to choose the ascending or descending, whichever you want. Then just you have to press enter. First you have to click the home button, then the sort. Can you see the sort icon? It is that A to Z with an arrow. Okay, you have to just choose it. Then this dialog box will appear for you. In the radio buttons, you have to just choose whether it is ascending or descending, and you have to give OK. As soon as you give this, the data will be changed automatically. The next concept that we are going to discuss here is smart art. It is a visual representation of information or your own idea in a creative way you can present over here. It is going to be very visualizing, and it will be more attractive for the people who see it, and they'll understand it in a better way. It can consist of data or numbers or a large amount of definition. You can include anything as per your wish. Just you have to click the insert option in a menu bar, then choose a smart art icon, then the smart art dialog box will appear on your document. Then just you have to select the type of smart art, then you have to double click on the smart art you want, then the dialog box will appear, then the default values has to be changed to the data that you like. Then you have to close the dialog box. Automatically the data will be changed on the picture. Just go to insert option in menu bar, then you have to choose a smart art icon. This is a smart art graphic model from the list. You have to choose it. You can choose anything that you like. I have chosen the first one. Then when I give OK, I get this smart art. Okay, I have given, you can change the data that which is inside that. Okay, then chart is a graphic format of the data. Nowadays when you see, nowadays you all know about the corona disease that is spreading between people, where every day whenever you see any news channel, they show a graph of the data number of people who are infected with corona in a day to day basis. Like probably on 16th 50 people are affected, on 16th this many number of people, 17th this many number of people, or anything they like. In a monthly basis they will show you the number of people who are infected. Instead of telling that, they mostly show it in a graph, so they understand whether it is increasing or decreasing, so easily we understand what it is. That's how they create a chart. You can also create your own chart if you want to represent the numbers in a graphical format that you like. First you have to click the insert option in a menu bar, then choose the chart icon. Then in the chart dialog box will appear on a document. You have to click the chart type that you like. Then you have to double click on the chart pattern that you like. Okay, then a spreadsheet will appear. It is where the data is raw. Usually when you need a graph, usually first you will form a table. Those table of contents will appear on that will contain a default information which you have to change it in your own information. Then just close the spreadsheet. Automatically the data will be given onto your chart. Just click the insert button, then go to chart icon. Then this is how it will appear. One side it will be the chart that you have selected, on the other side it will be the Excel sheet that appears. You have to change the data along over there. After changing, this will be the chart that you get as an output. Text box. What is a text box? Text box means any highlighted information on a document will be given in a text box. Usually when you see a newspaper, you will have some highlighted information. Either it will be an advertisement or the precise data of the entire newspaper will be given, or not the entire newspaper, it will be a specific data that will be given over there. First you have to go to insert, then you have to choose the text box. As soon as you click the text box, there will be a dialog box that will be appearing with the list of text boxes. First one is simple text box, second one is alphabet quote, the third one is alphabet sidebar, next one is annual quote, annual sidebar, austere quote, all 6 pattern. You can create your own text box if you like. I've chosen annual sidebar. Okay, as soon as I click this document pane will appear, which the selected text box. Okay, you can give your own information in that, and you can fill the whole page with the the data that you prefer. Then page color. We can change the color of the page in a document as per your wish. There will be a list of colors that will be available, and you can choose it from the color palette. You can apply page color option for one page or more than one page. You can even change the page of colors in your document. That means multiple color page can also appear in a single document. First you have to go to page layout, then choose a page color option. Then a color palette will appear. You can just click on to that color. I've chosen a peach pink color. So this is the color of document. Okay. Then columns. Column is a vertical area that is reserved for the text. Usually in newspapers we can see there will be a minimum of 6 columns that will occur on a single page. Nowadays, in most of the modern word processor and desktop publishing system, will actually enable you to automatically divide a page into columns. First, you have to select the data, then click the page layout tab in a menu bar. Then you have to click on the columns tab. Okay, a drop down list will appear for the column. Then you have to choose the number of columns that you require. First, select the text that you have already typed. Then go to page layout. Then choose the columns option. In that, a drop down list will appear with the number of columns. Here you can see I have chosen 3 columns. Can you see I have divided my entire document with 3 columns. Now you all know how to arrange your data based on ascending order or descending order, and you also know how to insert a smart art into your document. You also can create a graphical chart in your document. You can insert a text box in your document. Then you can change the color of the page, and you also know how to divide the data based on a column. Okay, that's all for today's class. Thank you.